Thank you everybody for joining and welcome to Revolution Insurance Technologies Enrollment Platform Demo. Once you click the URL to take you to our site, you will be taken to our login screen. You will enter in your login information, and in the case of demo here, we're going to use a demo account and a demo password. Once you've successfully logged in, you will be taken to the main quote screen. The first thing that you will need to do to work with a customer is answer a few basic questions to come up with a list of eligible products for that customer. The first thing you choose is the coverage type. Coverage can be individual, individual spouse, individual and children, or family. Just for the sake of demo purposes, we're going to choose individual and spouse. The next thing you need to do is enter a zip code, followed by a gender, their tobacco usage, and a birth date. You will do the same thing for the spouse. And then you hit the little search button here. This will generate the list of eligible products for the customer. Oops, I forgot the birth date there. Okay, in this screen you have a lot of options. The first thing that you need to see here is the list of products that are available. You have an accident injury, an accidental death and dismemberment, a critical illness, and the health guard product. You'll notice here in the middle of the screen is the default premiums. When working with the customer to identify exactly what they need, you have the ability to open up the product and adjust the premium and deductibles and the benefit amounts. So if they're interested in an accidental injury, you open up that section and you can change the deductible. If you increase the deductible, you'll notice real-time dynamically that the premium will change. It will decrease. If you increase the benefit amount, you will again real-time dynamically see the premium increase. Once they've decided that they like this, you can select or deselect a product for purchase very easily by just toggling there. If the customer has any questions about the product, right at your fingertips here in the blue box, if you expand it, are the product highlights and the plan summary and benefits. If they have a question about the exclusions and limitations, it's right here. You can read this with them and explain any of that information to you. When you're done with that, you can again just collapse this button. In order to select multiple products to meet the needs of the product, you again just toggle the products on and off. Up at the top here, we've selected one product. If you select multiple products, the total products up here again dynamically real-time changes. When the customer is ready to purchase, you simply select Buy Now. If the customer is not ready to purchase, you can either email or SMS a copy of the quote to the customers here. Those are powerful tools to help enable that. But let's continue on with a simple product for purchase. Okay. Once you've quoted them, you go into the single-step enrollment process. Again, if you selected multiple products, it's still only a single enrollment process here. Up at the top is a summary of the quote and the ability to update the quote if at any time you realize that you entered any incorrect information in the original one. So I'm going to enter in basically the customer's information. You'll notice that the city and state is automatically entered based on the zip code given at the quote screen. You will be required to enter in a social security number and email address, a phone number. There's an optional number for SMS messaging, a weight, and a height for the primary. You have a nice handy button here for the spouse's information or the dependents to make the address exactly the same as the one above there. So now let's fill out the spouse's name. You will have to enter in their social security number. And the email and the phone number is the same as the primary. You can go ahead and overwrite those if they wanted additional ones, and enter in again a weight, a height, and then simply click next. This is the end of the personal information section. If they had children, the dependents would be a very similar thing. It would just grow as here. So the next step in the process is entering in the questions. If it's a guaranteed issue non-insurance product, there would be no questions. In this case, for the accident injury, there's only a few questions. Some products have many questions, but you would go through for each of the persons and answer the questions. It's that simple. Once you've entered the questions, then all you need to do is enter in the payment information. And again, we have some real easy shortcuts here. If the payer is the same as the primary, all you have to do is toggle this switch and their name is automatically entered into this field. You can select either credit card or bank draft. We're going to select credit card, and you can select the payment frequency. So we're going to enter in a credit card number here. We're going to enter in the CVC. We're going to enter the credit card type, which is a Visa, and the expiration date. And just for demonstration purposes, we are going to sign in person, but there's available email and SMS messaging. This is the end of the agent-assisted portion of this. Once you have either emailed, texted them, or they sign in person, the next step we're going to go through is what the customer experiences. So let's take a look at what they receive. They receive a link. Once they receive the link, they will see this screen. The screen starts out with them some instructions. It thanks them for the purchase. It asks them to review and agree to the agreements for the products that they've selected. It asks them to adopt an electronic signature and then to review and sign the application. And when they've completed everything, they will see a nice big visual indicator, a green success at the bottom of the screen. So let's take a look at the next part of this, which is the user agreements. They can expand the user agreements and read them to their heart's content, but ultimately they have to read and accept the agreements. They can change between a font signature and a handwritten signature. Once they've adopted and submitted the signature, they will be taken to the actual application. Not only is the application, but any additional forms that may be necessary. They can scroll down and read everything, or they can use the navigation aid and take them right to the next place that they have to sign. Once they have completed sign, the box turns blue, completed, and they receive the green success message, and they're done with the application. It's that simple. In a matter of minutes, we're able to enroll a customer in the product. The next thing I'd like to show to you is your dashboard. If you go up here to your agent settings and click on dashboard, you will see a customizable dashboard for you. Okay, if you're an agency admin, up here you see the agency totals performance. If you're an individual agent, all you will see is your own personal dashboard, but the agency admin can see not only the agency total, but the individual agents. You have the ability to customize this by dropping and dragging the standard charts to any place that you want, making this look any way you want. If you want to add goal lines and things along that line, you can add goals and things along this for each chart so that you can manage things. This is a very powerful tool so that in real time you can take a look at your performance of your whole organization or you as an individual agent, how you're doing. And that's the end of our demo. Thank you everybody for joining us.